LMP2.
Okay.
The first lap's going to be a formation lap.
Joining multiplayer. Alright, I'm coming in, I think. We're all waiting.
There you go. Clock's taken.
It's taking a while to load. Are you still loading?
Yeah, I'm still loading. Just got in now.
Alright, so we're getting it all sorted out. Welcome, everyone that's either watching now or will be tuning in here in a second. This is the North American eRacing League. And don't adjust your TVs. Don't go get your glasses. Yes, the cars look funny. This is Project Cars 2. Now, this is a game that has a bunch of different racing leagues in it. What is this one called, Shadow? Is this the Mercedes
Yeah,
M1?
it's something like that. It's like sport car, something sport car.
Is it LMP2? Is that what that blue is?
Yeah, yes. I believe so.
Oh, all I see is blue screen.
Blue screen. We are having more problems again.
Oh, man. Alright. Everybody's backing out. Alright. Well, you know, technical difficulties is going to happen when you first try to start something. It looks like we're going to have to back out of this lobby and we're going to create another one. Well, hey, there you go. Boom. Project Cars 2 right on your screen. We're doing the 24 hours at Daytona. Now, don't worry. We're not going to stream for 24 hours. We're going to... Okay, I've been disconnected. Got it. We're going to stream the first 30 minutes or so, and these guys are just going to keep racing for the next 23 hours, and then we're going to come back on for the last hour. No, I'm just kidding. So, they've shrunk this race down from 24 hours into 2 hours. So it is a rather long broadcast that we got here tonight, but it's not 24 hours that they usually run here before the NASCAR season opens a week later or 2 weeks later. Joining me tonight is going to be our director, Shadowhawk. Shadow, how you doing, bud?
Yeah, that is me. Not bad. You know, we're gonna work some kinks out tonight, so you know, and you know, I've never, let alone have I never driven these cars. I never called the race on the platform either. So this might be get the dust out here and try and just do the best I can. And I know you're very good at broadcasting events. I like to work with you, so they should be fun.
Well, I appreciate those kind words of encouragement, but I also share your concerns. Well, for one, I've only started this game up once, and that was yesterday to join and see what Indy looked like, and then we worked out some broadcasting stuff, and then right now is the second one. So not only have I never played the game before, never broadcast it, and I'm not familiar with the cars that these guys are driving, so
well, what's good about this is, unlike Heat 4, we actually do have a ticker that we can access, so we know what the running order is, the intervals, and so on and so forth. So we have that advantage to work with. that helps us out pretty good. And I've also gotten familiar with some of the cars in the practice session, so shouldn't be too bad. Might make a mistake here and there, but we'll be all right.
Well, good. Yeah, so that'd definitely be great having a ticker. We could see the running order, and maybe we can even catch on, like, if they're racing for position and what position they are racing for. It looks like they're going to give this one more shot to get this thing going. I haven't received the invite yet, but I'm sure I will.
And with it being a long race, 2 hours, it's a road course, cars can be spread out. Not unlike E4, like NASCAR ovals, not every second is gonna be play-by-play. There might be a few seconds of downtime, just to let you guys know. Because sometimes you just gotta let the race play out a little bit here and there throughout the race. But definitely, we'll obviously be doing a lot of commentary play-by-play. But there might be some times where there'll be a little downtime while the race progresses.
It's a very big note to hit, because with road courses, hell, even in NASCAR Heat 4, folks get spread out a little bit. There may not be a battle on the track. However, we do have a map track that Shadowhawk is going to nicely display for us every now and again, so we're reminded of the track layout. But just like any road course, they're going to get spread out. We got 2 hours of this, so you're not going to have exciting side-by-side racing for straight 2 hours, but nonetheless, it's going to be a great race. It's world-renowned, the 24 hours at Daytona. Doesn't Rolex sponsor that race, or?
Yeah, it should. It's all over the walls, so I'd imagine it's Rolex 24, like in real life.
Alright, so we're just waiting for the invites, and then we can jump in there. They've already done their practice. They've already done their qualifying. I'm not sure of qualifying positions just yet, but we'll see once we get in there. They're going to do a lineup lap where they're going to get their lineups just right, because they don't just roll straight into the race, I believe. So they're gonna have to manually sort that out, and once we get that, well, we'll actually see them manually sorting it out if we get the invite in time. And then we'll go from there. Have you got any invites yet so far? Ask and you shall receive.
Well, this one works out.
Alright, so we're joining this lobby. We had another one up and running just before this, if you're just tuning in. We're not meaning to delay this race at all, but that last lobby somehow glitched or something. Lost some folks. So we're having to start a new lobby. As you can see, the drivers are now hitters in this race here tonight. We got Draven64. We know he knows how to win races. We got your Talladega winner just a couple of days ago, Host, joining this race. Shadowhawk is the next guy in line. He's going to be our director, and you can hear him talk every now and again. One Hit Wonder, the 420, as he has hidden into his username, is a Madden guy. He's going to show us how NASCAR guys how to race, I guess. We got the Nick 2357, not too familiar with him. Mac the Bread Man, we know his talent, and our Lewis, and there goes my lineup. So that's okay, we're loading in.
Yeah, no, Captain Killen's in this race. He's one of the Cup championship contenders. We got K Bart, who runs the Cup Series, helps run the Cup Series in the NARL. We also have young Colt, who's driving the Xfinity Series. Jag Boy as well. Ronnie Mack, who is in the Cup Series. And I believe Mr. Williams as well, driving the Cup Series. All in this race.
Well, we've definitely got some recognizable names here in this race here tonight. Sprinkled in a couple guys that I don't know, so I'm pretty interested to see what One Hit Wonder and Nick will do. As once again, this is just the organization lap. They're going to get the lineup in order before they kick off this 2-hour, 24-hour race. And here they go. They should start to sort it out now. Now all these guys are in the same. Oh my goodness, I can't talk tonight. They're all in the same chat party. So I'm sure Draven, who is leading this league or division, is telling folks, hey, you know, this is where you need to go. You need to line up behind this car. This is where. All right. Well, NR Lewis left.
Yeah.
Looks like we have one less person in the race. Did Mr. Williams get the pole? Is that why he's staying out front here?
I don't believe he did. I want to say it was posting. They might have rearranged things to get the lobby to stay working, so we'll see here what they plan to do. Might wait maybe till the backstretch to get it sorted out. I'm not quite sure though.
Well, maybe there is a lot of room on the backstretch, and then turns 3 and 4. See what they decide to do here. Once again, this is just the organization lap. This is not as fast as these cars go. We're not under caution. They got to get themselves sorted out as far as starting order is concerned. And I'm assuming they'll do so once the track widens out.
Yeah, and Lewis may have had some disagreements. He is not too happy right now for some reason.
So there goes Mr. Williams, shot to the back.
Yeah. Here we go.
Did Captain Gillen get the pole?
I believe so, yeah. And you see K-Bar coming up the outside.
K-Bart may be starting P2.
Yeah, you guys watch, you can see at the top left of the screen the ticker of the 13 drivers that are in this race. As you can see, Captain Killam is the leader. He'll lead us to green. All like K-Bar are on board with Ronnie Mack as I speak right now, and then back at Nick, Traven, Hossein, Jackboy, and the rest of the field behind them. So yeah, that's where the ticker is, and it's the running order.
How come Gator's number is highlighted red?
I'm not sure. That could mean a penalty. He might have gone a little too fast. Mick could be definitely wrong about that though. But that, I mean, red usually means bad, so.
Well, that is true. That's the universal truth there. As these guys have now finally sorted it out here on our organization lap, and they're going to round turn 4 here. Now, somewhere in here is the restart line. I'm assuming everybody knows where it is, as Captain Kill is going to lead this field to the green for the first ever Project Cars 2 race in the North American eRacing League. And in fact, we do go green. And it looks like Captain Kill is going to clear K-Bart completely coming down here into turn 1. K-Bart battling out on the outside, and he misses the turn, sends it in way too deep. Contact between K-Bart, ton of the cars, my goodness. Oh, and the black 17's around.
One car backwards.
And the green something is around. Young Colt evolved in that early.
Right.
Oh, he's not moving. In the meantime,
Nick right now, he's in the second.
Yeah, Nick 2, 3, 5, 7 made it through that mess to come up to P2. He's going to try to challenge Captain Killam up here for the lead. Oh, K-Bart missed another turn back there. That's going to be big for him. He's going to drop back a ton of positions as Mac the Breadman is now P3, Jag P4, Draven P5. Oh, there goes Nick. He's battling for the lead here. Captain Killam stuck on the outside. Nick is going to have the preferred line through turns 1 and 2. And then down into this backstretch is a little bit of a chicane, which he's going to have the entry advantage. But if Captain Killam can hold on, he'll have the advantage. So I mean, it's one of those things about the chicane. It's just, what do you do?
Yeah, it's hard to go side by side through there. It's so likely that if you do go side by side, you're gonna make contact. Could take both of you out, could take yourself out, could take the other guy out, and you don't want any of those things to happen. So safe play here, especially beginning of the race, for Nick to lay off and let kill him go through there.
Yeah, just as a reminder, it is a 2-hour race that we have all signed up for. So go ahead and buckle your seatbelts. We got a long one here tonight. Yeah, just checking my stream. It's still working. Captain Killam, your pole sitter, is still in the lead here. Can you bring up that track layout?
Yeah, absolutely. It's that map up there. It is.
Oh, and they're battling for the lead here. Nick is going to let Killam go again. As you can see the familiar outline of Daytona International Speedway, but then there's a lot of squiggly lines in the infield. What's going on with those, Shadow?
Yeah, this is a Daytona road course. If you ever watching real life Rolex 24, this is the track. See Killam going up in the NASCAR turn 1 and 2. Through the banks there. He'll come down the back stretch here as he comes off turn 2 at about 170 miles per hour. He gets approaches about 175, 180 going into this chicane here. Kind of like a bus stop you see at Watkins Glen. Comes out of it, he'll go into NASCAR turn 3 and go through turn 4 as well. This part's all NASCAR, all the way from the NASCAR turn 3 all the way around near the front stretch. This is all the track that NASCAR runs, but once you get out of the tribal here, you'll start to go into the road course part of Daytona International Speedway. See, there's Killam goes into that left-hander into the infield. Nick's all over him.
Yeah, I gotta think if Nick can somehow make the pass on Captain Killam, he might be the strongest car here tonight. Now, with any road course, it's going to be hard to pass. There's very few passing opportunities on the track. But if Nick could somehow take advantage of one of them, he might have something. Now, once again, I know we said it like 3 or 4 times. It is a 2-hour race, so there's no need to force anything at this moment. Shadow, I'm not sure. Are there cautions here tonight, or are the cautions completely off?
I believe there are cautions. They had practice races with cautions on, so I would imagine they are. Usually the cautions that do come out are from the game, and they do take quite a bit to bring out the cautions, kind of like Heat 4. So some guys may wreck but not get a caution. So in a race like this, if you wreck and don't get a caution, I don't know if you ever get a chance to rebound.
Yeah, so don't wreck, I guess is the name of the game. As these guys are already catching up to, looks like Young Cole there, running in last place. He was involved in that early incident. He was involved in that early incident there to start the race, and it looks like he couldn't have gotten it turned around in time, and he's really paying the price for it. Now, a lot could change over 2 hours, so he's not completely out of this, but not looking good right now. Now, Shadow, and I don't know if you know, because I don't know, but if he does go a lap down and a caution comes out, do they have a free pass in this series?
I don't know. Not sure about the free pass. They may have a wave around option. And again, guys, for you that are watching, I don't watch sports car racing in real life, so I'm not exactly sure about all the rules. Obviously, I know what's going on. I know, the leaders, the lap times, and all that. The track map.
And they just passed them.
I'm not quite sure about the caution thing. Yeah, as they go around Young Cole.
Oh, and we already got K-Bart on pit road. Do they have to pit that much?
They do it a few times, yes. For fuel. Fuel is pretty, it burns up pretty fast.
I mean, we're only, what, 10 minutes in? Do they have to pit every 10 minutes? Or is
he may have had damage,
maybe,
possibly from a wreck. Yeah. Nick's all over him. He has been all over killing him since he started the race. Goes through the grass.
Should get it sorted out here. Now, us NASCAR guys call it the draft, but these sports car guys call it the slipstream. So how big is the slipstream here tonight, Shadow?
It is pretty big. I actually have run a few races here with some of these guys in the practice sessions, and he's right there. Nick close up pretty good to the back bumper of Captain Killen, the slipstream, as they call it.
Oh, and they're side by side going through the S's. Ooh, at least it looked like it. Sorry for cutting you off there. Go ahead.
No worries. He's
and he drives it in there. My goodness, he drove it into that corner. He's going to take that position away. He is now your new leader, Nick, 2-3-5-7. And he's already put 5 or 6 car links on Captain Killen. Watch for him to drive away here. I think he's got a really strong car. If Captain Killen wants to make a move, it's got to be soon. But please continue about the slipstream.
No, yeah, just when you're behind someone, and especially on like what you just saw coming out of NASCAR turn 3 and 4, and on the front stretch, he was just all in that slipstream, and you pick up about 5 miles per hour on the car in front of you. So just like in NASCAR, you get that draft, the suck up effect to the car in front of you, and he used that. That's Captain Killen. So a nice job, Killen. Probably just like, you know, he's probably got faster car than I do, and he got an hour and 53 minutes left, so no reason to try and stay in front of him.
Yeah, and you touched on it a little bit earlier, but I want to reiterate a little bit different broadcast graphics for us to rely on here tonight. I mean, as you can already see, off to our left is our running order. Most of those you can make out with familiar names. Nick, who is your leader. Captain is Captain Killen. DRA is Draven64. Gat is Gator Mike. Mac is Mac the Breadman. I'm not sure who one is. Oh, that's the one-hit wonder. He's a Madden guy. Yeah. TK2 is Kevin 1.0. Oh my goodness, we're in car view here with Captain Killen. I thought he was going to drive it in there even farther. Mr. W, Mr. Dubs, Mr. Williams is running P8. Jag is Jagboy P9. Ronnie Mac P10. Host, your Xfinity Talladega winner is P11. K Bart P12, who's already pit. And then Young Colt. We got one-hit wonder pitting, and my dogs are freaking out for some reason. Not sure why.
Yeah, for those of you watching, you can see the track map. No problem. You can see the track map, along with the track layout that you can see. You can also see the margins between cars. That blue arrow marker, that is Captain Killen. We're following him. Right now, he's going through NASCAR turn 2, coming on the back stretch right now. You see, it's a huge gap. He's got a full 2 NASCAR turns to third place, who is Draven. Let's go ahead and cycle back to Draven. There he is. Behind him is Gator Mike.
All right, what action did I miss? Hello? Shadow? Alright, well, while I was gone, looks like Gator gained up a couple spots. He's now running P3. Young Colt has left the session. Oh my goodness. 13 minutes in. And that was enough for him. As he's now gone, we only have 12 drivers left in this race. Oh, Mr. Williams got loose hard into the inside wall there. My goodness, that's got to be some damage as he gives up a position to Host, who now moves up to P8. Shadow, if you're there, I can't hear you. Oh, Mr. Williams in the grass kid. He's around in the infield. My goodness, that's going to cost him at least another position or two. As K-Bar makes his way by him. You got to wonder where One Hit Wonder is. Mr. Williams now makes it back on the track. Shadow, are you there? Are you changing the camera angles? Oh, now I can't hear Shadow. Okay, just sent me a message. Apparently he can hear me, I can't hear him. Okay, send a party invite to Shadow. See if that gets it figured out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
There he is.
Oh boy. I don't know why I read when you were gone, I was talking the entire time, so I don't know if anyone could hear me.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But we got it now. A bunch of technical difficulties going on tonight, but hey.
First race.
Yeah, we're back. Let's pick a guy to unmute and talk to. Who do you want to talk to?
Let's talk to. Let's see where Captain Killam's.
All right, let's dial up old Gator Mike. All right, we're dialing up Gator Mike. Gator, how you doing so far, bud? You're 20 minutes in. How you feeling?
I'm not feeling too good there, Avenged. How you feeling?
Well, you know, I feel like I've already called a whole cup race, and I'm 20 minutes in. So, how do you feel about the track so far? I mean, daggone, you've gained some positions here.
My car's a little bit loose. Chalk that down for the hard tires that we started on, but other than that, I'm trying to make up some time. I'm driving with red in my eyes right now, so.
Oh, we must have missed something that happened on the track.
Quite the rough start, and I'm not too thrilled about it. So.
All right, well, fair enough. Can you tell us a little bit of different things that you could do on pit road to make your car better?
Well,
just general. You ain't got to give away your secrets. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Yeah, I don't want to give away too many of my secrets, but there's a few things that you can do to your car to make it a little bit better. Running default setups, you're kind of limited. Depending on track conditions, maybe soft tires might be the way to go a little bit faster. Especially when the track gets cooled down during the nighttime.
All right. Shadow, anything to ask before we leave Gator alone for a little while?
I think he hit all the things I was questioning too, so good luck to Gator. Rest of the way.
Alright, Gator, well, good luck. I'm sure we'll be tuning in back to you sometime within the next 2 hours. And,
check in with me in a little bit.
Alright, well, good luck. I'm gonna mute you. Alright, so we're back here. Looks like Mac the Breadman's pitting.
Yeah. Got to him here. He was only about 5th, I believe.
So is this about where this fuel run ends?
Yeah, in the next probably 5 minutes or so. Mac Bear has already opened it up.
Yeah, these guys coming down pit road now, like Gator was heading at. You can make changes to your cars, make some adjustments. And you gotta assume that once you get back on the track that you're gonna be running better laps than everybody else. So if folks don't want Mac the Breadman catching them, they might want to pit pretty soon.
Look at that K-bar here. He's got, I believe that's the lap down car, I believe, behind him. Green car is Mr. Williams. Okay. Mr. Williams is in 11th right now. Jack Boy, here he is.
What happened to Jack Boy? He's got a ton of damage. Ton of damage to that number 66. Don't know what type of car that is, but ton of damage to that.
I'm not quite sure. See if we go on board with him. Getting cloudy, you'll see that it's gonna weather conditions will change. I imagine we're gonna go through a nighttime transition. And back to a sunrise transition as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting point that you bring up here. So we are shoving this race, this 24-hour race, into 2 hours. However, in the game, it's still going to simulate that it's 24 hours worth of time has passed. So for every, I don't know, minute for us, and no, I didn't do the math, but every minute in real life for us is really, I don't know, 5-10 minutes into the game. So we'll see you know, the transition in the night, and then again in the morning it's Mac to Bradman. Somehow, I think he got really loose and smoked the inside wall. Oh, he's got to restart his machine and everything. My goodness, just now getting going, losing all these positions, now running P10.
He's got some right front damage. Yeah, as you were saying about the transitions, do you have an option when you do third lobby as the Draven? You have the option of how fast you want the time of the day to go by. I don't know the exact number that you can put it at, but obviously we're all going into sunset already. With less than a half hour gone by still, so. Yeah, I'd imagine we're gonna go through a full night transition as he overshoots the corner.
Either that car's got a lot of damage, just not handling well, or he's in his own head. I mean, he's been driving pretty smooth before this. Yeah, it looks like it's already getting into a little bit of the evening. Looks like the sun's going down already, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. You know, should probably go through a full nighttime transition, maybe early morning. I would maybe say this race will be close to being over. It's an hour and 36 minutes remaining. Go back to the front where Nick is. He's got a big lead over Captain Kill. There he is. 10 seconds. Just about. Kevin Combs all by himself. Behind him is Gator Mike. There he is. See if you can find any somewhat close battles throughout the field. There's Kevin in fifth. Kevin Combs 2 minutes. Ronnie. Ronnie Mack coming off turn 4. NASCAR turn 4. Ravens teammate host team. 7th, K-Bar is 8th. He's not too far behind us. You see if he can catch him. He just did a pit stop, so his car should be on new tires.
Draven on pit road.
And Draven, yeah, on pit road. There he is. He's been running into the top 5. Top 3 actually. What's the beginning? Looks like he's already got his service. He's making his way out. Also got coming out pit road. Get back in the throttle too hard. It's easy to spin the tire and spin out right when you come out the road. Draven's done a pretty good job so far.
Oh, narrow. That's a very awkward.
Yeah, very narrow. Oh, he comes out right next to, I believe it's might be Nick or Mac. Redman, it's Nick, the leader.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a very awkward pit exit there that he's going to have to go through. He does end up losing a lap though, because Nick is your leader. Gator Michael pit road now is going to make some of those adjustments that he was talking about earlier, as these ghost guys come around and service his car. At least the helmets are still there, I guess. Yeah, so Mr. Williams, the Jagboy, running the 2 last positions here. See if they can come down and make some adjustments to their car and pick up some positions on the track. Ronnie Mack takes over P3 with Gator Mike on pit road. Kevin is going to take over P4. Gator Mike a long time on pit road. Now I'm not sure. Oh my goodness, who just overshot that? Who was that? Was that Kevin?
Kevin? Yeah.
Oh, Kevin overshot the corner. He's going to lose him a couple of seconds there. He's in that 42. A lot of controversy around that number here lately.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And we are a quarter of the way, well, 3 minutes shy of a quarter of the way through the race. 2-hour race. We're 27 minutes in. And look, I mean, it's already, I mean, the sun is on the horizon. It's just about down. So these headlights are going to come on. We're going to be racing in the night here soon.
Yeah, Gator sure did take a while on pit road. Maybe he had speeding issues. See how narrow it is coming out pit road.
That is, yeah, it's difficult within itself.
He comes back on. Our leader is on pit road, and so in second place, there's Nick, and there is Captain Killum.
Those tire changers do not look like in any hurry at all. I'm glad their gloves and helmets have stayed in place.
Right. And they're ghosted. They can't get hit.
Maybe these pit stops just take a while.
Yeah, man. I know it's in real life they move pretty fast, but I guess I'm wrong. I mean, Mac has taken over the lead. He's just passed the pit road section of the track, so he has the lead. And he goes by a lap car.
My goodness, who's that? Jag he just lapped? Again?
I think it's like Mac the Bread Man.
Oh, Mac the Bread Man going a lap down. That's tough for him. Kept Kilman heading his way off.
The road.
There you go. So Ronnie and Kevin and Host has not pit yet, right?
Correct. Here comes Kevin. See how he gets off the road.
Now I don't know. Can you repair your damage here on pit road?
Yes. I think. I didn't test that. I'd imagine so, though. Maybe not to its full repairability, but at least you can get some of it repaired. Yes, that's a good question.
Well, it's just something that'll come with time.
Right.
And Rodney Max, your leader here. Let's see if we can't tune him in, actually. And here we have Ronnie Mack. We're going to tune into him here for a little bit. Your leader here at Daytona, the 24 hours at Daytona. Ronnie Mack, how you feeling so far?
I'm feeling good. I tried to make a strategy at the beginning of the race to see if it was paying out, and so far it is. But we gotta spend more time on the track to see how it goes.
There you go. Now it looks like some of these other guys have pit. Have you pit yet, and we just missed it, or are you playing the long game?
I pitted on the first lap actually for soft tires to see if I could actually gain some time. Since soft tires are about 2-3 seconds faster than hard tires. So over that stint before they pitted, I actually gained about 12 seconds on them. So I'm hoping to see if that will be cut down when they then pit again. We'll just have to find out and see.
Oh man, so a little bit of strategy going on even on the first lap of the race. Shadow, anything to ask our race leader before we leave him alone for a little while?
Yeah, Ronnie, just real quick. We are in the nighttime now. Give us the viewers a little information on, is the car any different when it comes to racing in the day versus now you're racing into the night?
Yeah, it is a bit different at night. At night, if you are on soft tires, which are the faster tires, during the night, your front tires actually get a lot colder, so it's harder for you to actually turn the car. But your back tires do stay warmed up, but it is harder to turn. So some people do prefer to go on the hard tires over the soft ones during that time.
All right, well, fair enough.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, you're currently the leader. I'm assuming you're going to want to stay up there, so we'll leave you alone. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead and mute him back. All right, and while we were talking to him, Mac the Bread Man exiting the lobby. I'm sure he's a little frustrated over his misfortunes.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend. Every 10-15 minutes or so, get someone who has maybe gotten the temper, gotten the best of them, and they have decided to park their cars for the night.
Yeah, I think that's going to happen here in a marathon race like the 24 hours at Daytona. Do you expect any more cars to quit mid-race here?
I mean, it's hard to say because you don't want guys to quit, but like you said, a race like this, a lot of some of these guys, it's their first ever full length, or not really a full length race, but an actual put together race, and guys like Bad Boy, Mr. Williams right now who are on pit road. Just having a difficult night. You never know. They could just call the night knowing that they're probably out of it at this point, but who knows? As Kevin's also left.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jaguar just hit that wall coming out. They said this would be a race of attrition, but I didn't think that attrition would happen within the first 30 minutes or so. It's very interesting.
That took very long to see some guys call.
Yeah, so Kevin must have quit earlier because we were at 10 when Mac quit. So
yeah, probably right before Mac or the same time as. Yeah, new different go, and man, Jack was having a night. Night not to remember that.
Now Jack was not a quitter, don't get me wrong, but he might be the next one to park it.
And I was saying, when even you were gone for a little bit, and again, I don't know if the viewers could hear me or not, but this game is the driving ability, or just the steering in general, is very, very different than NASCAR E4. These cars are a lot more on edge. So you come over here from Heat 4 and it's a beast. Now I'm saying, when you go from this game back to Heat 4, it's almost like you have to learn Heat 4 all over again. When you go to a different track, you gotta relearn how to hit your marks on Heat 4 tracks and NASCAR tracks after playing this game. So obviously transitions for some guys is harder than for others, as we've seen by a number of different drivers tonight. But guys like Ronnie and K-Bart, got them killing. They're figuring it out pretty well.
Oh, we got a headlight out on an orange car up here. It's got some damage on it. I don't know who.
K-Bart.
K-Bart.
He just got it completely out of the way. Oh, it's not K-Bart. That's my mistake. It won't hit wonder. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So only 7 cars left on the lead lap.
So we are into the night time.
Oh,
cool. Cool if the fireworks went off at night like it does in life.
Oh man, so and I don't know. Well, I guess we could always check in to see what the cockpit view looks like. But I'm assuming that these headlights actually help these drivers out while they drive. And if you got a headlight out, that's gotta suck. Well, no, it's pretty well lit.
Yeah, most of these drivers, most of these guys do run cockpit view, but also you have the roof view. Here it is.
You overdrove it.
Yep. You have the roof view, and then you have classic chase view here, like in every racing game. All these are at your hands when you're driving the car. You have a bumper view as well. This view is for us only, but
it'd be really hard to drive like that, right?
But yeah, it's a different option, and this game has done a really good job with its cameras and its graphics. Graphics are very, very detailed and very nice. The camera views, the ticker, and everything. It's something that 704 and NASCAR E4 can learn from.
Oh, there's one hit. Going around again, hit a cone on his way back up to the track. It's a tough night for him. Yeah, no, like you were saying right before he got really loose there. That's definitely the ticker, and little bit of the lap times and this, that, and the other. That would be really nice, especially if they're serious about folks creating their own leagues on the NASCAR Heat 4 platform. As K-Bart is through the grass now.
Yeah, it's Captain Killam, I believe. Yeah, that's for position, I believe, right here for third.
Oh, and then they got a little bit of contact on the infield there. Captain Killam's going to take that position away. Okay, Bart's not giving up yet. He's going to get this slipstream through NASCAR turns 1 and 2. He's all over the back bumper of Captain Killam. Let's see what they do in the dog leg here. As K-Bart could dive it in on him if he wanted to. It looks like they'll play nice. Oh, maybe not. And there goes Captain Killam. He's going to be able to drive away from K-Bart at this point.
He might be able to get back in that slipstream here if he stays back in that slipstream by the time to get to the finish line. But yeah, you saw him kind of push him down the backstretch. You actually push with these cars. They were doing that. We had a practice race at Indianapolis, most of you on the oval, and they were bump shafting with similar sports cars to these. Not recommended, but it's possible.
Oh, Captain Killam overdrove the corner. Here goes K-Bart trying to capitalize through the infield here at Daytona International Speedway as K-Bart retakes his P3 position away from Captain Killam. I mean, this is going to be a battle for position. You know, Captain Killam's a little bit upset with himself right there. He's going to have extra motivation to get back to K-Bart as they're still working their way through the infield here. But you made the right call. As long as K-Bart can stay in that slipstream there in NASCAR's turns 3 and 4, maybe he has something for him. And then now the same goes for Captain Killam here as they are about to go through the last couple corners through the infield, and they'll be back on the tri-oval.
Yeah, Killam could have the same thing here. Call him both and see if he can get in that slipstream. It's got a little bigger of a gap than what K-Bart had. They're 3 and 4 last night, NASCAR 3 and 4, but he should still close up on him a little bit.
Let's see. Captain Killam had a much better chicane or bus stop, whatever this is. The K-Bart. Oh, nice. A couple corners by K-Bart there. Yeah.
And you see when you look at the sticker, the white numbers.
Max pit. Sorry, the leader. The leader's on pit road.
Yeah.
So now that battle's for P2 between K-Bart and Captain Killam.
Yeah, Nick takes the lead. K-Bart's actually on pit road.
Oh.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Ronnie Mack. Taylor's on pit road as well. There he goes. Looks like he had faster pit stop than others. I was saying the white numbers on the ticker, those are the previous lap times of all the guys out there. Nick is just ran a 1:38.18 his last lap, so on and so forth. Bad boy.
K-Bart
continuing to try and learn.
Oh, he is taking. He may have spun out or something, but yeah, that's not. Yeah. K-Bart finally coming off pit road. It seemed like it took him a while there on pit road. I still don't know why Gator Mike's number is lit up red.
Yeah, I had to go in the brass. But yeah, I'm not quite sure either. You should have asked him about that.
Yeah.
What was that, Draven? Side by side. That's interesting. Oh, no, some Lutzer right in front of him.
Oh, he made a very cheeky turnaround there through the grass. My goodness. He made it seem like he meant to do that. One-hit wonders on pit road. Let's get old Jack Boy here in the booth. See how he's feeling. And joining us in the booth is Jagboy, your last place runner at the moment. Jaggy, what is going on?
Well, I'm struggling pretty bad. That's what's going on.
All right, I hear it. Yeah. So, any strategy to gain some speed, maybe some positions through the field here? We've got an hour and 17 minutes left.
No, because I don't think I have a button to change what I got on my car, so I'm pretty screwed here.
All right, well, fair enough. A quick little cosmetic question, I guess. You and Mr. Williams running open cockpit cars. Is that a different style car, or is that what's going on with this?
I don't know. He just picked the car and went with it.
Oh. Sorry, Jack.
And now I'm wrecked.
You could put that one on us.
I'm wrecked in turn one. Watch out.
All right, Shadow. Anything to ask our driver that's trying to fix himself at the moment?
Well, Jag, I would ask what's the difference between this and what's the big difference between this and E4, but I think
okay, I'll
that
that
is
I'm good at E4. I suck at this game. That's the big difference.
Yeah, but you know, when you go back and I'm guessing when you try and pick up the throttle, how loose it gets. So we just I'm guessing that's the main difference. The NASCAR cars, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, man, hang in there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, man, good luck. Look, you already got a guaranteed top 10. If you hang in there a little bit longer, you might have a guaranteed top 5. So just keep it rolling.
We'll see. All right, babe.
Good luck. All right, well, that was a little bit of a frustrating interview, or frustration coming off of our interviewee, Jagboy, and I think that really speaks true to your comments earlier and just then about how different of a game that NASCAR Heat 4 and Project Cars 2 is. He didn't really give us too much as he lets somebody go by, but
I think it's Kevin kill him. Yeah,
kill him. What besides the getting loose, once you get back into the throttle, do you know what the big differences are? I mean, you've ran more races than me, which ain't saying much.
Yeah, these cars are a lot more on edge. I mean, you barely turn the wheel, and the cars, they really darty. They dart left and right really hard. They turn on a dime, that's for sure. And, you have to NASCAR E4, you got a lot of wheel into the car, I mean, especially in the turns. Here you got to put a lot of wheel in the car too, but not as much. And what I was asking Jagboy was, when you come out of sharp turns like right here, Gillum's going through, you can't hammer the throttle. If you do that, the rear tires just struggle for grip, and it's so easy to spin the car out. You really got to pedal the throttle and ease back into it, so the car doesn't get as loose and you can hold on to the car. But yeah, those are just the main differences. And obviously, you know, completely different cars, a sports car and a stock car.
Well, that's fair enough with of a statement within itself. That obviously a stock car would handle different than a sports car. Both engineered to race, but for different reasons or different tracks or venues or whatever. But it looks like Nick has got a demanding 40-second lead over Captain Killam.
Yeah, I believe that's, I want to say K-Bar behind. Yes, it is. K-Bar is one lap down, trying to get it back.
Oh, well, you know, he came off pit road pretty recently. He's probably on better tires. We'll see what happens once he gets up to Nick. Is Nick just going to let him go here, knowing that he's still got an hour and 13 minutes left in this race? Or is he going to try to keep everybody a lap down, or as many cars a lap down as he can?
He's been the most impressive one here tonight so far, along with Captain Killam, Draven, Gator, and Ronnie, and others. But he's led most laps, I believe, here tonight so far. He's not letting up.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't forget about Ronnie. He's on a little bit of a different strategy, but he obviously knows how to play this game. as clear as, you know, even coming up with that strategy, he obviously knows how to play the game or whatnot. But he's fast. I don't think I've seen him spin out or wreck any. I would keep an eye on him. He's a little, like I said, he's on a different strategy. So once this all plans out, see where he comes out of. What's that flash button there on the steering wheel? Can you flash somebody, tell them to get the heck out of the way? Or is that just a button that they...
Oh, it might be just a button. He may have an option, because I think he's on wheel. So he may have a button. You know, I've heard some guys that have wheels, some guys have different wheels than others. And there is an option where if you do, I know if you do wreck, and say you do, you know, get stuck in a wall, or you do stay upside down, you can't get, you know, on upside down, upright. There is a reset button on some guys' wheels, but some guys don't have that option. So depending on the wheel that you have, and obviously some guys do have controllers too. The guys who have wheels, some guys have less options than others to use. I know that happened last night. Can't quite remember who it was. Someone was upside down and didn't have a reset button, so their race was over. But Kevin was upside down and he didn't have a reset button, so kind of just depends on what you're using here.
That's very interesting. So this might be one of those games where, you know, the more stuff you buy, the better you might be at it.
Right.
Which is,
and this is, I was once in regards to like sports car touch, because they actually do have Indy cars here, and they do have a few stock cars in this game, like NASCARs. That also drive very differently than Heat 4, but if you're not by iRacing, this could be the closest you could get to iRacing in regards to just racing overall. You got all these camera views, you got, you know, all these graphics that you see on your screen right now. You know, obviously you can use wheels for this. So I mean, you can get, this is pretty close to I mean, obviously this isn't iRacing, but you know, if you don't have iRacing, this is pretty, this is as close as you're going to get to iRacing. So they've done a great job developing this game. In my opinion, opinions may vary. I don't know, but to me, it's pretty good.
Yeah, well, at least early on, and from our advantage being commentators and directors, they've definitely put a lot more effort into that part, anyways, than NASCAR Heat 4 has. I haven't ran any races here yet. I think I might try it out here soon, but I haven't yet.
Patience.
Well, that's not something that I have a lot of, so that might be that might be a little challenging game for me. I might be one of those 3 guys that didn't finish the race.
Right. I think I was watching these guys run last night, and I was like, man, I want to run the race, and hopped in one after they were done with that, and I was already done and mad after 5 minutes. So.
Well, fair enough. But we still got an hour and 9 minutes left in this race. We'll talk about a marathon race. My goodness. And now, you know, the 24 hours at Daytona, they all race, you know, 24 hours and all that good stuff. The car does anyways, but they tap in and out. Do you have any experience on that? How long does a driver run before they switch drivers? Oh, we got a car out of the groove there. Nick passes or puts another car a lap down.
You mean in the game or in real life? Or
in real life, at the, what was it, 3 hours? And they tap out and they go take a nap or something?
You know, I think it depends. I know race teams per car, they have 4 or 5 different drivers per car, and they rotate. I want to say on a variety or on a basis between 3.5 to 5 hours.
Oh wow.
I think do the math on that, but yeah, it'd be about 5 hours. I think so. Yeah, they're in there for a while, and they have to hit their marks every time, so it's grueling for these guys. And I imagine it's, yeah, they can go to sleep for a little bit, but it can't be easy to sleep knowing that their car is out there racing. So, yeah, I have a lot of respect for all race car drivers, especially these guys who do these long endurance races.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and shoot, I mean, you got to think that they are in the infield where they go to take a nap at.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's got to be even harder with all these cars whizzing by them. Well, I do say that, but me and Mr. Williams slept through the second half of the truck race. I mean, if you're tired enough, you're going to sleep.
Right.
But no, Nick's still leading the way here. Might get him on the old mic here soon after my refilling of my refreshing beverage.
I think real life, I'm not. The grandstand, the general admission, I know it's obviously it's open grandstands. People are filling the grandstands obviously when the race starts, and for the first probably, I don't know how many hours of the race. Once we get into the midnight hours though, 2, 3 in the morning, I don't know if they allow fans in the stands. I don't know if you know, but usually, I mean, even if they did, I would imagine there would be too many people in the stands at 3 in the morning. But yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
They do allow them in there. There's actually a challenge out there for fans and whatever.
Oh, really?
I saw Rutledge Wood do the challenge where they try to stay there for the whole 24 hours to watch the race. So yeah, no, fans are allowed as long as they've got a ticket to be there for the whole 24 hours.
That's pretty cool. That'd be a kind of neat experience. Be at Daytona International Speedway at 3 in the morning in the grandstands, almost the whole thing by it to yourself.
Yep, and hopefully they have the same rules that NASCAR does, where you can bring in your own cooler of your respective refreshing beverages.
Right.
If not, have fun spending $8 a drink at the concession stand, which hopefully is open at 3 a.m.
I know, right? Maybe 1 or 2, but I could imagine too many will be open at that.
You might have to walk for a little while, but maybe that'll burn some time off of your 24 hours.
It's a lot of overtime for those workers, that's for sure.
Let's get Nick in here. See what he's got to say for himself. Oh, I never muted Nick to start out with. Nick, can you hear me? Nick, can you hear me? Alright, well, fair enough. We can't get Nick on here. Apparently I missed him. I don't know. He might have muted me because he got tired of listening to our broadcast. So that's probably what it is. He probably muted me, but it looks like I forgot to mute him. So that's on me. Mr. Williams on pit road.
All right. He's got a red number too.
Yeah.
So it's like here.
That just started. I wonder if it's... Well, it can't be damage. Oh, Nick coming down pit road.
See if he can get to him. There he is. Come on, Williams.
After these pit stops, a little byproduct of enjoying refreshing beverages is using the restroom, which I will have to do after... well, now they're on pit road. I'll be right back.
Yeah. And as we watch Nick down pit road, take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment. And I'm back for my quick beverage slash, I guess you could just call it a break. See our leader, was our leader, Captain Kilman on the road. Drayton has overtaken the lead, and we have lost another driver in the field. Mr. Williams has called the night here from Daytona. So we have 9 cars left on the track. And Jack Boy, running 9th, talked to him a little earlier. He struggled. He has struggled tonight, but if he stays in here for the next 59 minutes change, he will he'll come away with at least the top 10, like eventually I mentioned. I believe we started with 14 cars tonight. Quickly went down to 13 after the first corner. And we have gradually just lost a few guys here and there. I'm guessing due to just them having difficulty hanging on to the car. But we continue on with 9 cars now. We are now under an hour to go.
All right. Well, Mr. Williams wants us to unmute him. Mr. Dubs. What happened there, Biddy?
Let me mute it with drivers. Good luck, gentlemen. I'm gonna mute myself.
Alright, so we got Draven out here in the lead. Anything that I missed while I was using the restroom?
No, we had Captain Killen was our leader. He made a pit stop, so did Nick. They both pitted, and we are under an hour to go. We have 57 minutes and change remaining.
There you go. Over the half of the race is over. The orchestrator of the league, Draven, is now currently leading the way. Gator Mike running P2, running Mac P3. And there's Mr. Williams, who was running P9 before the disconnect. What's going on, man?
Learning new game, trying to figure this thing out. Apparently, I wasn't in a good car, according to some of the competitors. Once they told me that was the start of the race, but I'm glad it got me in trouble. I had to take a pot break. I figured half was a good spot and disconnected. So we'll take a top 10. Man.
Yeah, guaranteed top 10 there for sure. Yeah, I asked Jag about the car that you guys were in. You were the only guys in an open cockpit car. What's the deal with that? As Jag Boy's riding the wall.
I have no idea. I just never played this freaking game and picked the first thing that looked good.
Fair enough. So these cars here have different ratings and whatnot?
I guess. I mean, apparently,
Gator Michael Pit Road.
Some of the performance ratings were kind of there with the rest of them, but I guess, like I was told that these cars would actually be better on a tighter racetrack. So, like, we're going to Road America, a tighter racetrack, so we should be good at some of these tracks. Since the high-speed tracks like this one, and probably the Glen, and we'll probably struggle there a little bit. We're going to struggle anyways.
So have you is that car the car that you selected for the rest of the season? You can't change it?
Yes, sir. Can't change it.
That's interesting.
But this spectator view, how do you change your camera angles? You can't.
So you can, if you're, so who are you looking at right now?
Looking at Gator Michael Pit Road.
Okay, so if you press, does it have a ticker in the top left?
Yes.
So if you press L1 on your controller, you should be able to move up and down on the D-pad, and you should see like the blue highlighter.
Oh, perfect, thank you, sir.
Yeah. And then once you're done, like moving from driver to driver to change cameras, you press R1, and go just right or left on the D-pad and choose those different camera views. Onboard, bumper, trackside, whatever.
Oh, beautiful. All right, thank you so much.
Draven's off pit road now. He's going to get his car serviced. Hey, these pit crew guys are no longer ghosted.
Right on.
Looky there.
Also, another thing I want to mention is I don't understand why I'm a NASCAR fella, watching NASCAR my whole life. Why in the world do they fuel the car and then change the tires after they're fueling the car?
Safety, man. I have no clue. I have no clue.
Guess they're just sitting back. He's on vacation.
Well, I'm interested. You were now the sixth guy to leave. Call of the night. Anything else? What was going on with the other 5 guys that backed out? They had enough.
I think a couple had enough. Kevin actually ran out of gas. I tried to give him a push there. They wouldn't let me give him a push.
Okay.
So I tried to do my back marker duties, and I couldn't do it. So working on that to back out.
Oh, so if you run out of gas, or like Shadow was saying, laid on your hood, and, as what we saw yesterday, you're just done? There's no coming back from that?
Yeah, I guess once you run out of gas on the racetrack, you pretty much screwed. Just sit there for an hour and a half to get disconnected eventually. There's rain
Jeez.
coming up. I think it's raining.
I don't see any rain. Is it raining? Can we go cockpit view?
Yeah, let me go over with Ronnie.
Rain. There's just this thunderstorm in the forecast up here.
Okay.
No rain just yet.
Just 61 degrees track temp. That means we're probably supposed to do some hot laps here as they're on soft.
Right. Ronnie's saying he was on softs to begin the race. I'm not sure if he still is or not, but I imagine at night he would be.
Yeah,
Not sure. Did he mention something about there's night tires and day tires? Or is it just hard and soft?
Hard and soft. So I'm assuming he has soft.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Soft tires. And during the day, I want to go hard. But from what I was told and the knowledge I gained testing that class, this is kind of a springtime race. It doesn't get that hot, so you could actually even run soft when the sun's up, and it probably wouldn't be that too bad. But when we get later in the summer months, I think soft aren't going to be the way to go because they'll scrub them off in a couple of laps.
Host is on pit road.
But yeah, it's a good learning experience. Learned a lot. Excited moving forward. I wouldn't say excited to run better moving forward, but learn some stuff. Now we know. And the thing that got Killum and Kevin is the car share pit calls, or the teams do. So like me and Jack share the same stall. Kevin and Killum use the same stall. So Kevin and Killum, because we didn't know that, they didn't communicate on who was pitting and who wasn't, and that got Kevin pretty messed up there. So
Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. And while we're still on that subject, let's bring in Killum. I want to ask him about that.
More with him.
And joined in the booth, Captain Killum. Captain, you're running P3 right now. How does the car feel? Cool. All right. No captain. Killum, can you hear us? Killum?
he might have muted us.
Maybe.
Jack, ask Killum if you can hear the booth.
Paging Killum, paging Killum.
Can't hear him.
Dang.
That rain dropped on Killum's in car.
Yeah. You can see it on the trackside view.
Oh. Okay. Well, that sucks.
So I wonder if Nick and Ronnie, when they pitted there, if they used they put rain tires on or not.
I don't know. Ronnie's been on a different pit strategy all night than the rest of you guys. I don't know if that's just part of his regular strategy, or he saw that first couple raindrops and decided to come down. I don't see any extra raindrops, just one or two.
So easy to back out of this.
Yeah, Williams, we were talking about how different this is, obviously, than NASCAR Heat 4 or stock cars, let alone. But what did you notice was the biggest difference? I know I gave my mark, but you drove the most here tonight, so.
Probably weight, you know what I'm saying? Attacking corners of the stock car. You can slide and attack a corner a lot more. Hold the center, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Of these corners, you know, the stock car, as long as you get the stock car pointed, you can overdrive any corner you want, as long as it's pointed in the right direction. If these things, if you don't back that corner up, really playing ahead on getting through the center of the corner, pretty much screwed, man.
Yeah, I know it's really easy to spin the cars out.
Yeah, you think loose off is bad in Heat 4, man. You get on some cold, hard slicks on these jokers, and these things don't want to do nothing. Right. K-Bar just got a time penalty, so for speeding on pit road.
Yeah, I was wondering because on my screen it looked like he had passed his pit stall and he had to back it up. Does the computer take over once you come on pit road, or?
Oh no, sir. It's all manual.
Okay, so that happened then. He sped and then he passed his pit stall.
It's going to be a 10-second penalty for K-Bar when the race is over. They'll apply a penalty. I actually got one of those myself.
Is that what the red number is for? Like we see on Gator right now?
Yes, that means time. Gator actually got a 5-second time penalty at the beginning of the race.
Okay.
For the chop suey start we were trying to get off to. Kind of screwed. So, but I think because of circumstances, Dre might go back and edit out that 5-second penalty.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, the penalty is not being counted. Because of that, nothing to do with Gator. NARL didn't go on the initial start.
Yeah, what happened with him? I don't know if he ran one lap. He left.
I don't
before
think he did
started.
either. I don't know if he just got frustrated with the way things were going and backed out. But I'll take it. I'll take the top 10.
Yeah, same with Mac. You were in the chat party. What happened with Mac?
I actually didn't hear Mac talking the whole time. Oh, Mac had to go run his he's in a league, NASCAR 4 league actually, and they're in their championship race. He's in the final 4 on the home bid, so
no, fair enough.
He's gonna start park and lightning off it too. That's pretty wild. He's gonna start park, so good luck to him. Hopefully he gets that thing done.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good luck to him for sure. As the windshield wipers are starting to go now with Ronnie Mac slowing them to the side. Now, the lightning and raining at Daytona is something that we're familiar with seeing, huh, Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir. We, Mother Nature really gave it to us in February, didn't she?
Yeah, I mean, it really did postpone the whole race for a whole freaking 24 hours. They could have ran the Rolex in that time. But anyways, Ronnie Mac, is that a pass for position? No.
I don't.
Negative. Also on your map, gentlemen, the white cars are on the same lap. The blue cars are a lap down.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Okay.
Somebody put 2 comments on YouTube, but they're not showing up, so just know that I'm not ignoring you. I just don't see them.
It looks like the sun is rising a little bit on the backstretch. We're entering the morning hours.
So Jackboy, interesting development. Jackboy, he actually tried to put on. He did not put his strategy in because of the Lottie malfunctions. So he is actually out there on hard slicks in the rain.
Yeah, he just.
Excuse me, but he can't put wets on. He's been struggling. We've been struggling all day for TJR. So.
Right. Yeah, he's on him right now. He didn't even look like he was going hard into the corner. He just went straight through the asphalt into the grass. You mentioned those tires.
The car around. My host on right around in front of Ray.
No, it's definitely raining now.
Yeah, it's coming down pretty hard.
I was gonna drive in the rain, guys. I'm sorry. But here I sit, so.
Hey, remember that time that the guy at Pocono told me that if it rained, they'll just put on rain tires at Pocono?
Yeah, that worked real well, wouldn't it? What do you think about that stock cars with rain tires at Pocono?
That wouldn't work at all. That'd actually be dangerous.
They head off in the one and get straight.
And yeah,
I made the trip up there to Pocono Speedway or wherever the heck they call it. And we were sitting in the parking lot, and there was a threat of rain, and dude's like, yeah, I've been here 15 times, or wherever the heck he said, something stupid. And I was like, I don't know, man, it's going to rain. I don't know if we're going to race in. And he was like, dude, it's fine. They'll put rain tires on. And I'm like, no, they won't. And he was like, no, I'm serious. That's what they do here. And I was like, okay.
yeah.
I don't know. This is a battle for position here. But Nick has caught Ronnie Mack on the back straight. It is a battle for position.
Oh, yes.
Ronnie Mack and Nick side by side in oval 3 and 4.
Yeah, let's look at that as they are in the rain coming down the front stretch, you know, the regular NASCAR track here with Ronnie Mack still in that position. Nick wants to take it away, and now this is the time where you're going to overdrive this corner is when you're battling for position. Let's see if Nick can't stay conservative into this. Oh, he's not going to lose too much time here through these little S's. He's going to stay there, and he's going to stay in that slipstream once they get into a little bit wider part of the track. And he's still over his back bumper as we got clouds of mist coming up behind these cars. I wish a wiper's going to town, man. He's start cutting up as high as he could go. Whoa, and another one. Oh, that's going to mess up Ronnie Mack. And there goes Nick, taking away the position on an unfortunate lap car incident in front of them. My goodness. And who said 24-hour races didn't have action?
Look at Draven's right here in second place. Nick is right there at third. Ronnie not too far behind fourth.
So how about that? In one lap, over an hour into this race, Nick may pick up 2 positions in 1 lap. Oh, he's going to make the look here into the bus stop or the chicane, whatever you want to call it here. Oh, my goodness. He drove it. He made it stick in the rain.
Great job by both drivers right there.
I can't believe he made that stick. Hey, that's where we camped.
So
that's the resters.
Around in front of Draven.
They scanned their... Oh, Draven's upset. Draven's got to be upset.
There's some Florida weather coming down on this track right now.
And they're still side by side here. Draven's battling back here on Nick. See what happens here going into the road course turn 1. Looks like Nick's going to stay a little bit conservative here.
Right.
But hit his marks. Draven don't even have his lights on. Maybe from the damage, not sure. I feel like we should...
front damage, so maybe...
I feel like we should tune in Draven here soon. Not right now, but...
So as Williams had mentioned, I believe he was saying the blue dots are cars that are Draven overshot there, or a lap down. So if that's the case, we have 5 cars on the lap only right now out of the 9 still running tonight. Look how wet that track is. That is slippery.
Yeah, and it's got to be going through the mind of these guys as they head into the bus stop for sure. That look how, you know, slick this track looks. Looks like a lot of those guys are using that grass there without fear of retaliation from the track, because we got a lap car down on the apron over here. Looks like he's just going to stop, wait for everybody to go by.
Yeah, I believe that was Jack Boy. I think he's just limping around waiting for this timer to go out.
Oh, look here, Rodney Max. He's now got it on Draven. He's now on the inside there. It's still raining. I didn't see that it was still raining until this view. My goodness, it's still pouring. Rodney Max going to have the inside lane here into the road course turn 1. He's going to take that position away from Draven.
Yeah, Draven lost 2 spots now. I'm not sure if he's maybe on old tires or what, but
Might be some of that damage from Host going around in front of him.
yeah, right.
Let's dial him in. And joining us in the booth for the moment is Draven, the lead guy on this series, making everything tick and work. Draven, what's going on, bud?
It's going, man. It's kind of been a struggle for the first half. It was all about survival on hard tires and cold temps. I was just kind of hanging on for the most part. Trying to play a little bit of a different strategy here. Rain came in and kind of surprised all of us, so kind of threw a little bit of a different pit stop our way, but just kind of hanging on to her here. Had a little incident with Jagboy on the infield, but it's all good.
No, fair enough. That's actually what I want to talk to you about. So what happened there on that incident?
Looked like he was trying to get me to the window to go by him there, and he's still on slick tires, unfortunately. He hasn't been able to change to wet, so it just kind of unfolded right there. He just lost it and came back on the track. Nothing he could do about it. And of course, with it being wet, there's nowhere I could go. I was committed to T-boning him, so one of them deals.
Do you see, now I'm a little ignorant on this one, do you see like how much damage you have, aero percentage or anything like that? How much damage do you have?
So I got no headlights from where it appears, but as far as performance-wise, the car feels alright. But being the visual damage, we don't have to worry too much about it handling differently as I push it through turn 1 here. But yeah, just trying to hang on to it as I lose it. It's alright.
Alright, Shadow, anything to ask our Project Car 2 commissioner here before we leave him alone?
No, man, just, 38 minutes left, hang in there. I'll let you go, though. I know you're trying to hang on focus here, so I'll let you go.
Appreciate it, guys.
Hi, man. Alright, he's back muted. I feel bad, man, and now don't get me wrong, it was an excellent idea to stay in their chat party and talk to these guys, but was that the 3rd car we've talked to and they wrecked while we're talking to them?
Right?
So I don't know. Kind of feel bad about that one. Oh, Big Jim's in there. Hey, Big Jim, that's who's been typing to me. Hey, I don't know if he's still tuned in, but glad of you to join us.
You let Captain Kill him go around. I will be right back.
Okay. Alright, we only have 37 minutes left in this 2-hour race. It's definitely a marathon race that we have here tonight. It's a Rolex 24 hours at Daytona. Now, thankfully, we're not running 24 hours. I don't think I would have signed up for it. I'm just kidding. If the money was right, of course. No, just kidding again. Alright, so it looks like we got Captain Kill him. He was on your pole. So he's shown he's got speed. And he's 31 seconds over Nick, who's running P2, Ronnie Mack. 27 seconds behind him. I'm assuming that's how that leaderboard runs. Because there's no way Ronnie Mack's 27 seconds behind the leader and Nick's only 31. Draven, 50 seconds behind Ronnie. Gators, 50 seconds behind Draven. K-Bart, 2 minutes behind Gator. Host is 5 minutes behind K-Bart. And One Hit Wonder, I think his username is, 9 minutes behind Host. Jag, he's just holding on. Apparently the way that he had set up his car is not allowing him to switch to soft or rain tires. So he's stuck on hard tires that they all started the race with. He's 28 minutes behind One Hit Wonder. It's only 35 minutes left now. One of the guys that we haven't tapped into yet is K-Bart. So let's see if we can get him in here. K-Bart, it's the booth. How you doing? K-Bart, K-Bart. Oh man, is he immediately overdrives the corner and almost hits the outside wall. I can't hear him. I don't know if he could hear us. If I distracted him, that sucks. We'll try one more time. K-Bart, it's the booth. Can you hear us? Alright, either looks like he can't hear us or he's muted us, which is fine. It is. Hey, it's coming down. It's definitely coming down.
Sorry, I had to take care of the oven.
No, that's fine. We'll be here all night. Yeah, Captain Killer, man, he showed some speed in qualifying. Obviously, he won the pole, but here he is leading the way. I mean, is there a racing game that he's not good at? Have you found it yet, Williams?
NASCAR Heat 3 for about 2 weeks.
Fair enough.
I want to add though, when I started the race, somebody told me that the car I was driving wasn't that great, and you know, I'm looking at these straightaway speeds these guys are getting. You know, my car would max out 163, 164. I mean, these guys are going to that bus stop 172, 173, 10-mile-an-hour difference. And I just had to have a huge impact on me and Jaguar's individual lap time. Not saying that we would have done anything with a different race car, but to show you the difference.
It is a big difference. And it's a bummer you can't change your vehicle. I mean, what did they actually like?
It's my fault, not my due diligence, I guess.
Well, I guess I'm more asking, like, what is this, like a league that was set up through the game where you just can't change your car? Or
that's it. Yeah, this is actually through crossing cars too. Keep track of points, to keep track of all this stuff.
Oh, well, that's nice. 704 games if you're watching, which I know you're not. That'd be a nice little addition to add in there, especially if you're big on everybody having their leagues and promoting their own leagues. Having a mode like this, which keeps track of points and whatnot, would be a big calling. It takes a lot of pressure off the league commissioners and all that other good stuff. And the ticker. Give us the ticker.
Hanging in there tough. This ticker is nice. Holy crap.
Yeah, I was telling Shadow, I was like, Jack's not a quitter. He's not a quitter. He'll ride around 50 mile an hour for 2 hours if he needs to, but he ain't gonna quit. As we got Shadowhawk back.
Douglas has muted himself and said he will stay here 32 effing minutes if he's got to.
Leave party and come back in avenged. Okay. Can y'all send me a mic party? I'm about to leave. And here I go. Send it, please. Come on, PlayStation. There we go. Just waiting on a party invite here for my fellow commentators. As oh my, we've got a monsoon at Daytona, which, you know, I'm not surprised. It's Florida, you know. Anything could happen in Florida at any given moment, but this is really a hard raining. Jack Boy just gets out of the way again. He's stuck on those hard slicks. He's just kind of waiting out the time. Let me see if I got a mic and party invite yet. Alright, now I gotta mute everybody except for... Oh, they're already muted. Alright, hey, I'm back. I'm gonna unmute K-Bart. That's who we were trying to get a hold of. It really has. And in the booth, we're back. I left and I joined back again. K-Bart, can you get us this time?
Hello?
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
So what's going on, K-Bart? How are you feeling an hour and a half into this thing?
I'm ready to be freaking done. So it is long. I haven't practiced, so I got my wheel, my G29 wheel, a couple days ago. I have not practiced any rain on this, so, and as we speak, it is getting harder. The rain is, so a little tricky, but I'm basically going to finish this because I have a 10-second penalty, so so yeah.
All right, well, you know, hey, it is what it is, I guess. But here we are on the track. We still got 30 more minutes to go. Anything could happen, I guess. But a guy that's just can't wait for this to be over, maybe possibly even more than you, is Jag Boy. My goodness. Now, we heard that he's on slick tires, non-rain tires. Has that come into play into your race at all? Him getting in the way? Or? Yeah.
No, he's doing a really good job staying out of the way. So every time I pass him, he's down in the grass. So I'm not too worried about him. So
well, fair enough.
Right now, he's down there. So
yeah, I just saw him. I saw you pass him. Something I do want to ask you about that you might want to be worried about is blowing past your pit stall. How is that different from NASCAR Heat 4?
Oh, driving in the pit stall?
Yep.
It's pretty good. I do have a 10-second penalty because I did speed down the pit road, just like 704. If you speed, you get a penalty. So that's a pretty crappy part on me, but I'll have to, move forward and learn and, learn and live. So I'll move on to the next. But at first, we still got 28 and a half minutes left. So I gotta finish this race off and move on to Road America.
Fair enough, Shadowhawk. What you got for K-Bart?
Nothing, man. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Don't hear Shadow.
28 more minutes.
Don't hear it.
Okay. Well, he said he's got nothing. He just said keep doing what you're doing. You got like about 20-some minutes to go, and just keep it up. Williams, can you hear K-Bart?
Yep, I hear Williams.
K-Bart, all right, man. You were laying down
welcome
some
back,
heaters.
buddy.
How you doing? So you're laying down some heaters and practice qualifying, man. What's going on? You think when this thing gets dried out, you'll be able to try to advance, or you just kind of where you're at?
Well, Gator, he's probably about 30 seconds ahead of me, and that's a lot of time to make up and not much time. So I think where I'm at, it's pretty solid, for a debut, for having a wheel, and 6th place, that's not too bad, and, gotta hang in there. Maybe people will make some mistakes, but we'll see where it goes. So still trying to dig hard, but whatever happens, happens.
All right, man. Well, good luck, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, well, good luck, K-Bart. We're going to go ahead and mute you back. Good luck.
All right.
Go up there and get yourself a top 5.
Hey, thank you.
All right, I mean, you could hear in his voice there, he's just been battling all night. I mean, a bunch of these guys, I mean, it's just a war of attrition at this point, right?
Yeah, I was actually giving Nick spun it out, guys. Nick has spun it out coming out of the bus stop, and Ronnie's in a good position. Here comes Draven. He's up against the fence. Draven's not going to get him.
Oh, that's big. That's one of those guys that was up there battling for at least, well, he's still P3, but, he was one of those guys that was in a position that could have won this race.
He actually closed the gap down on Gil. He got it down about 15 seconds. But then I guess it just went around exiting the bus stop. It is raining, Jack.
It really is.
It's
We tried to
crazy.
get Nick in here earlier, but since I left and came back, let me see if I can't get him in here now. Okay. No, fair enough. I won't try one more time anyways. Nick, can you hear us? Nick, it's us in the booth. Try a couple more times. Nick, you got us? Alright, well, fair enough. It's worth a shot. He's tuning everybody out. He's focused on the race. We do need to bring in host. We haven't brought him in yet. We can wait a couple minutes for that if you like, and then we can try Captain Kill him again. When I tried to bring him in, it didn't work. Oh, and we got one hit wonder. Let's bring in one hit wonder. One hit wonder. It's us in the booth. Do you got us? Hey, one hit wonder. One hit wonder. It's we're in the booth. You got us? All right, well, these guys don't like us. Got it. We have. We taught Draven. That was right after Jag got into him. LL Pin joined the lobby.
He's been kicked.
LL Pin has been kicked from the lobby.
If you're not on the roster, it automatically kicks you.
Oh.
Yeah, 704 games definitely need to do their homework.
Yeah, if these guys can do
sure,
it, that
I
just
think so.
tells me that anybody can do it, right? I'm not saying that these guys are not special, but
It's definitely possible.
yeah.
I think it's union. You don't have to add in like the forecast. What doesn't need to be added? Rain tires, hard tires, none of that needs to be added. Track temperature, ambient temperature, wind. That stuff could be ticker.
Ticker.
No, man, if I could just get a ticker, you know? Like all that other stuff is cool. But if I could just get a ticker. Like, how hard is that to ask?
The input is pretty cool too. We got 2 cars around here out of the bus stop.
Uh-oh. Was that K-Bart? Was K-Bart one of them?
No.
Was it a one-hit wonder?
Host,
Yeah, this-
one hit wonder and host.
Oh my goodness.
One hit wonder has no front end on his car.
Oh, it's gonna hurt performance.
Well, damage is only visual only, for the record.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Kind of learn because everybody's brand new, so they're trying to give us a couple races with visual damage before we start beating the hell out of each other.
Oh, fair enough.
As it looks like Killam's got 10 liters of fuel, so he's going to be coming in soon, I imagine.
Oh lord, now I gotta learn the metric system.
It's just 14. Gator's got 14 left, so yeah. How much of the engine is a liter to a gallon, sir?
Don't know. You tell me.
Shadow. I'll tell you
Liter to a gallon.
I know it's 4 quarts to a gallon.
I'd say
Google it. Let me get my phone.
I want to say 3 or 4.
Big Jim's watching. Big Jim, you're a Virginia Tech student. How many liters in a gallon?
0.8, I think. Matter of fact, I'm saying 3.8
I'm gonna go 6.
because does on the back of the Komodo it says 3.8 liters per flush to gallon.
It
You're
is
breaking up.
3.75.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah, I was gonna be my guess. Kill him. Just
Oh,
spit it out.
kill him! The
Let's put it
leader!
out.
It's put out around the bus. Stop! Ronnie Mack is dripping. He's dripping too, but he's dropping this lead off every second that he could get. Now he's got to nail this bus stop, and if he does, he's going to catch up
too, guys.
so much time on the leader. My goodness, it's now only 13. Well, it's still 13 seconds, but
In the road course world, that's pretty close.
yeah, I don't know how.
NASCAR fans need 13 seconds. They're carrying it off.
Well, just kind of answered. I don't know how, Indy cars, supercars, or whatever are like, oh, 13 seconds, what a close race. Oh, my God. I'm just like, no,
That's pretty
bro.
exciting. Sheldon looping around and still got the lead.
Let's see if we can't dial him in. See if we can't distract him a little bit. Just kidding, by the way, if you end up not winning. Kill him! Trying again. We got you in the booth. Are you here?
Got me?
There he is. Hey, I was going to ask how you're doing, but I feel like I know how you're doing after that little bit of a scare on the backstretch there. What happened there, bud?
I'm not sure what other people are on their fuel.
Kill him, you got me?
I don't know. Yeah, can you hear me, Avenged?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
What happened
you
that
said
last
something, I
lap on
didn't hear
the?
you.
What happened on that last lap on the backstretch there when you went around?
There's a giant puddle coming out of the bus stop, and I hit it just the wrong way, and it looped my car around.
Well, fair
We did
enough.
a fuel miles, Kellen. What you gonna do with these 5 liters of fuel?
I'm about to take care of it.
Look, you can't expect him to give up the secrets over the chat, as looks like he's slowing up, and there he comes down pit road. Don't speed, kill him, no pressure. He's coming down. That windshield wiper's going to town. There's the commitment line. Well, now where's your pit stall? Don't you overdrive it. Here he comes. Hit the brakes.
How about that?
All right, so what's going on, man? So you're in the lead here. I'm assuming this is going to be your last stop. How do you feel about your odds of winning this race here tonight?
Well, so far it looks pretty good, as long as I don't do the same thing I did in the bus stop again. That allowed them to catch up to me. So, assuming everybody's on a similar pit cycle that I'm on, I think I'm looking pretty good.
I got bad news for you there, Killam. You left the stall without a right rear tire.
Are you serious?
Well, at least on my screen, you have no right rear. There it is. There it is. Your tire's back.
That was scary.
All right. Well, Shadow Williams, anything to ask our? Well, once it cycles around, maybe race leader.
Gillen, was that your last stop, sir?
Yes.
All right, Gillen's done for the day. Shadow, what you got, buddy?
All right, man, last stop. Let's go. 18 and a half minutes to go. Give it all you got.
Appreciate it.
All right. Good luck, man. And he's back muted. The only person we haven't talked to tonight is Host, and we'll get him in here soon. And I think that might be it. Well, obviously Nick and One Hit Wonder, but we can't get a hold of him. So we'll bring in Host here maybe, I don't know, 12 minutes ago or something like that. This rain isn't letting up. Yeah, we've talked to Ronnie. We could bring him back in. No.
No, there's no pit road. No. He lost the lead.
I've seen him up the road. Nick has taken over the lead.
Yeah, Nick
Ronnie's
took the
the
lead
second.
from Ronnie. Ronnie must have spun out when I was mute my mic or something. Draven up the third.
Host is on pit road getting his car serviced.
This rain looks so fun. I wish I could have made it this point.
Your bladder couldn't hold up, man.
Hey, you know, cracked it at first. Adult beverage, and go off from there.
Speaking of adult beverage, I'll be right back.
Not trying to step on no one's toes. Copyright.
Do a little run through the field of 9 cars. We got Nick out front for now. It could change.
Looks like messing up in front of him here.
Pretty soon here, yeah. That's One Hit Wonder, who's 8th place. Second, we have Ronnie Mack, who is just coming back onto the NASCAR circuit, going into turn 1. Up the banking he goes. We have Draven in 3rd place, still in the infield part of the course, getting ready to also go back on to the NASCAR turn 1. Captain Killen, who just made that pit stop, still in 4th.
Oh, Kimbar just spun it out, coming out of the infield.
And yeah, there he is in front of Captain Killen.
We had Gator on pit road. Host just finished up his service, exiting pit road.
Yeah, Gator coming out pit road. He's 5th. Here he comes. See if he gets through here smoothly. How is that pit road? It seems super narrow. Is it difficult?
It's super narrow. When you come off a pit road, essentially your right side tires are in the grass.
Right.
It's really hard to get off. But once you get past that sharp 90, though, you can pretty much get on your power and head off in the, I guess when you turn 3. I'm not good at road course turns, but I'm assuming it's 3. And, you know, you really got to start thinking about 3 once you put the power down, because you got to be worried about your checkpoint, your braking points, because you're kind of out of your loop at that point.
Right. As you saw Gator go through there, he went through there pretty smoothly. He gets back on track. K-Bart currently in 6th. I believe Nick is, Captain Killen going by him. Carlos in 7th, just came off from pit road. He's in NASCAR turn 3 and 4. One hit wonder with that visual damage only on the front of the car. Is running as he drifts.
Oh my god.
The corner. Oh, crazy. That was a wheelman right there. He comes back on, stays straight on the NASCAR turn 1 and 2, and rounding out the 9 remaining cars here with just under 15 minutes to go is Jagboy trying to limp it home. It's been a long afternoon for Jagboy, but he's coming around.
Proud of my teammate, by the way. Tough this thing out, man.
I will say, to your credit, that car does look pretty cool. Just apparently it sucks. So
it looks like there's 2 seats in there. I might be wrong.
It does look like there's 2 seats. Why?
Yeah, I'll hop in there next week. Let's go for a ride.
You picked the tour car where they go around and let fans ride along.
I was just trying to get the ride along experience here for them. Is Rock Max down to 7 liters of fuel, so he should be coming. And Nick is down to 10, so they should be coming here as soon as Ray's down to 4. We might see him this time. So yeah, looks like kill him 29 seconds off the lead. He's going to cycle through pretty good here, I think, guys.
Yeah, and here comes Draven down pit road, as you said.
Yeah, Killen coming down earlier than these guys. I don't know if tire wear matters as much as it does in NASCAR, but if it does, Killen's going to have the advantage as he passes Draven. As Draven just came into the stall, so just blew his doors off essentially. And he's got his sights set on Ronnie.
Yeah, I don't know if tire wear is either, but
oh no, he ain't got a right front.
I think that 144 next to Killam's name is actually his last lap, so
yeah,
he's put down 3 times faster than the leader is at this rate. 2 seconds faster than second place running back.
And they've got to pit at least one more time, so I think the advantage right now is with Killam.
Yeah, he's going to be cruising your fellers.
Oh, Draven into the outside wall, exiting pit road.
Yeah, we gotta get going here.
Well, the rain has lightened up a little bit. Still coming out pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy still, yeah.
In turns 3 and 4, it's heavy. 1s and 2, it's pretty light. That's crazy how they can make that happen. Or no, I just lied. Yeah, it's heavy in 1 and 2 too.
But I noticed earlier then, you're right. It looked like it was a little bit lighter in 1 and 2 compared to, like right here, it looks like it's down through here.
Yeah.
Right along with Gator Mike anyways. And then through here, you know, it doesn't look like it's raining that hard.
Running back on pit road.
Oh.
That leaves Nick.
Interesting development.
Left to pit.
Well, it's 12 minutes to go, and that means I'm bringing in host. Because that's what we said we were going to do. Or at least I said I was going to do. Host, it's the booth. Do you got us?
Hello?
Hey, host, I got you right here. You know, it's the booth. We're just bringing you to the booth here for a second. Tell us a little bit about your experience here tonight.
It's been a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. Turn 1 in the first lap wasn't ideal start that I wanted, but you know, it happened, and all you can do is just move on from that.
Well, fair enough. Besides that rough start here, how do you feel about this game overall, especially the transition from day to night and the weather and all this other good stuff?
It's definitely different from what I used to. I really like it. You know, it's not bad or anything, but just not really used to it. But I think it's really cool that they implemented that within this game.
I hear you. It's definitely very interesting to watch. Not Draven. Shadow, what you got?
Not much, man. You know, what's the frustration?
Oh, well, they can't hear you, Shadow. So what's your question? I'll relay it.
I was just going to ask him, you know, there's been a lot of frustration tonight. He's going 7th, though. You know, how is he controlling his temper right now?
He was saying that we've seen a lot 24. He's wondering how you've been able to keep your temper in check.
I mean, you just gotta realize that it's just a game. You know, I mean, you are racing for points. You know, you want the best finish, but at the same time, you gotta realize we're just people. You know, we all make mistakes. And, you know, there's no point in getting bent out of shape over a video game. You know.
Oh, well, fair enough. I wish I shared your same sentiment. Mr. Williams, what you got for host?
I don't have nothing for host. You have a hot rod, man, and you're running 7th. I'm pretty, you're not even my teammate, but I'm pretty proud of your race tonight, man. Go finish out this 9 minutes and go strong.
Right on, Williams. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We'll leave you alone. Only, like William said, only 9 minutes left. Just go ahead and finish this thing out.
Nick.
Oh yeah, he did spin it around.
He's close.
Can he make it back? Can he make it?
Yeah.
Let's ride along with him, see if we can hear going on inside the car. Sounds like it's up to full.
Yeah, he's gonna be able
right
to make
now,
it from here.
but he's coming to pit road.
Yeah, he'll be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Nick that ran the long game. We got Captain that played the short game. Let's see who comes out on top here. And yeah, you're right, Mr. Williams. Definitely beers going into this thing. But how about 2 hours into this broadcast? How about that play in effect?
So kill him. Looks like he's going to come get the lead. Looks like Nick might have tried a little bit of strategy. Yeah, Kill's definitely a good lead. So now I think we're still at 8 minutes, guys. I think it's down to kill him if he makes a mistake or not, right?
Yeah, this is Killen's race to lose.
Ball's in his court. Hold on to it. And I've had hosting muted. I'm not sure why he can hear me, but it's funny. We were talking. I was asking a question about tempers, and he was trying to keep it in check. But I heard him throw a little explicit word. That's a lot of slaps. I'm gonna do a mistake. Didn't sound too happy, but
Ronnie overtook Nick for second.
What's going on with Ronnie?
Ronnie overtook Nick coming off the road second.
Nice.
yeah, Nick's too far back to close in.
Oh, Killen just got it. He just wrecked again out of the middle.
Oh. So was that 14 seconds back to Ronnie?
He just got up off in the fence, hit the cones, but it cost him two seconds.
Where do you see it? Is that the yellow numbers beside their name? Because if so, he's expanding his lead.
Now.
Oh, okay. Did Ronnie mess up as well?
I'm not sure. It was 14 seconds. It's down 12. And it's real time, so that makes it difficult.
So there you go. Now he's back down to 11.8, 11.5.
K-Bart coming off of pit road.
That exit of pit road looks extremely difficult.
It's a bear. Don't even try to attack it, essentially.
Draven going around the car of... I'm quite sure who that was. Ronnie, maybe? It was not a lap car. He actually went around Nick, so maybe Draven on fresh tires, possibly.
Alright, I'm going to take my last potty break before this end run. I'll be right back.
It looks like clear is in the forecast. That should be interesting. Shadow.
Yeah, that is interesting if it does stop raining, because I would imagine most of these guys are still on rain tires.
So would they have to pit, or would they be able to stretch it as a question, or would it even clear before it splits the races over?
It's going to be interesting to see how much time's left when the rain stops. Because, Captain's got a big enough lead to where he can kind of slump it home if it does stop raining on those rain tires. It doesn't seem like it's going to stop raining really very quick here. It has let up a little bit, I can tell, but We'll see what happens. I don't think anyone wants to pit again because that could go one way or another. So the other guys may not pit, and there goes your chance of winning. But we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, there's that. It's crazy how even the wind switched earlier when I looked at it, it was 15 miles an hour to the north, now 5 miles an hour to the south. Just in a 180.
Okay. 5 minutes left in the 2-hour opening event here tonight at Daytona. Captain Killam is in the lead. And I guess you could say comfortably, but a road course in the rain, not really comfortable. Ronnie's closing in. He's down 10 seconds.
Oh man, he is catching him, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if 4 minutes is enough time to get him though.
Right.
This rain has not let up. I thought the rain would stop eventually. Because you got to remember, now this is simulating a 24-hour race that we're packing into 2 hours. So that, assumingly, it's rained for the past 10 hours.
Yeah, it's been raining ever since we pretty much went into the night, full darkness. So
yeah, for at least an hour or at least 45 minutes. So what's that like? Yeah. So you're trying to tell me it's been raining for 8 hours at least? Yeah, come on.
Nick is struggling. He's done fell back to the 5th position. Raven's up to 3rd. Gator 4th.
Gator's gonna be happy about that. He's a little frustrated earlier on in the race.
And Ronnie Mack is running down Captain Killam.
He is.
7 seconds. 2 hours later, we might have ourselves a little battle for the lead. With time expiring.
At the bus stop there.
So let me ask you before we get to that point: if time expires and they're still mid-lap, do they finish the lap or just the field freeze?
I think they finish that lap that they're on. So, Killam the 2 center flag, 100 foot. The time expires. I think that's the race.
Okay.
I think. I'm thinking. Are they? The time expires. We're gonna find out together.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna find out. That's for sure. And also, real quick, while we still got 3 minutes to talk about it. As Nick is on pit road now, that's going to ruin a good night for him. Anyways, on the steering wheel, I saw a little flash button. Is there a button on your controller or something that you could push where you could flash your headlights to tell the guy in front of you to get out of the way?
That is correct. You have to actually set that up on your wheel. But yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen it from Mac to Breadman early in the race.
Dang.
Headlights at me down back straight away, and I pulled over for him.
Dang. You put that in NASCAR, I'll flash everybody.
Yeah, car around, coming out of the infield.
Maybe K-Bart trying to get out of the way.
2 minutes left, and he's still. Oh, he's widening that gap a little bit. 9.5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like Ronnie struggled through the infield there.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Killam's race to win unless he really messes up. Only 2 minutes left. Only 2 minutes out of 2 hours left of this race. I mean, we're down to
close up fuel.
We're down to essentially the last 2 laps of an actual NASCAR race.
Mistake in the
5 seconds. Oh my goodness, it's down to 6 seconds. I wrote him off too early. 8 seconds.
And right back to 8 now. It just changes on road courses that quick.
My goodness, we got a minute and a half. How long does it take to run a lap here?
As DW would say, Captain Killam is at the finish line now.
You can see it on
Ron
the side.
Mack
So this is the last lap.
At the finish.
This may be the last lap.
So this is it's got to be because it's what a minute and 45 seconds to get around this place. So this is the last lap. Because the time will run out while he's doing this lap. So unless he catches him 6 seconds in a half a lap now, this is Killam's race to lose.
Yeah, Killam struggled to that bus stop. Second half of this race, fellas.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens here as this back up to.
It
was 8. Now it's 6.8, 6.9. Oh, now Killam could see the headlights of Ronnie Mack in his rearview mirror, you got to think that he's looking in that and seeing those headlights get a little bit bigger as it's 6.1, 6.3. Oh, he's pulling them a little bit, 7 seconds. But to Mr. Williams' point, Captain Killam's will struggle through this bus stop here on the backstretch all second half race along. 20 seconds left in the actual regular race as Captain Killam makes his way down into the bus stop for the final time here tonight. 8 seconds over Ronnie Mack. Let's see if he can't nail this bus stop one last time. Ronnie Mack's going to have to get past K-Bart back there if he wants to any shot at it. 4 seconds.
He got through there really clean, though. He's home free from here.
Yeah, he just took his time getting through there, guys. I think he didn't want to make any more mistakes.
All right, well, 6 seconds left. I don't think he's going to catch him in NASCAR's 3 and 4. Down the front stretch, Captain Killam has shown that he's been dominant in NASCAR Heat 4, and he shows that his skills translates over to Project Cars 2 as he takes the inaugural win of the North American eRacing League Project Cars 2 League Series. Captain Killam, your winner here at the Rolex 24 at Daytona.
You know, it's cool with this game. He can go do burnouts. He's got 2 minutes to do what he wants. Cool down lap. Let the winner take a victory lap here. 72 laps around this road course.
Man, that's grueling. That's another thing in Heat 4. It'd be cool to have cooldown laps after the race.
I was going to wait until after he did his burnout, but I'm going to get him in here right now. And here he is, Captain Killam, with the inaugural NASCAR or North American eRacing League Project Cars 2. First win of the league win. And I'm sorry I got broken up there because he's doing donuts. That's something we don't see on NASCAR Heat 4. He's tearing it down. 2 hours later, he's still got plenty of fuel and tires and energy and vigor to burn down the car here at Daytona. Captain, you got to do an interview while you burn it down, man. How you feeling?
I am super ecstatic. I actually didn't have super high hopes coming into this race and got the pole and finished on top, man. That was quite a race.
Now, Captain, you've shown that you're fast in NASCAR Heat 4, and then obviously, well, at least for this race, you were fast here as well. What skills translated into this game?
I think having the wheel for a while, I've gotten more comfortable using it. And really, Heat 4 is a little closer to this game in physics, so that helps. But I'm worn out, man.
I bet you are. I usually only ask 2 questions, but and I apologize if I steal a question from one of the other guys in the booth, but I gotta ask: did you expect for it to rain in virtual 8 hours time ish for us? About 45 minutes it rained here tonight.
Hold on 1 second.
No problem.
No, I didn't expect it to rain the entire second half of that race. That was quite a long time of rain.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
Worked out though. I told the guys before the race that I actually was hoping for rain. For whatever reason, the car that I'm driving handles pretty well in the rain. So I kind of got my wish, I guess, and it did work out for me like I hoped it would.
Well, fair enough. Shadow, he's hanging out with us the whole 2 hours. What you got for our race winner?
Oh, man, congratulations on a grueling win in the rain, in the sunshine, too. But in the rain with the win. How does this one feel for you? I know it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it feels awesome. So run a grueling race like that, come out on top, and that's a pretty good feeling for me. Last few laps, I was super impressed with how close the guys I was racing in being after 2 hours of racing.
Right.
Ronnie was when I started really paying attention, I think he was like 9 seconds back. And when we took the checkered flag, I think he was 4 or 5 seconds back. So he was coming.
Yeah.
But I'm just impressed how close we finished after that long of a race.
Yeah, he was kind of stuck on the last lap, so congratulations. Well deserved. Grueling win for you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Mr.
Yeah, that
Williams.
bus stop, by
Sorry.
the way, the bus stop on that last lap with that giant was probably the scariest thing that happened tonight. Trying not to make mistakes when there's giant puddles all over the track is very nerve-wracking.
It's definitely got to be something that you're not used to, especially in NASCAR Heat 4. Mr. Williams, what you got for our race?
And had a hot ride, and hopefully I got some for the field at Road America. But good work, man. Thanks for starting this thing up.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate everybody that's involved.
All right, man.
Thank you guys for broadcasting and everything.
There you go. Well, thank you for taking care of my next section. I guess this is it, man. I mean, you know, Project Car 2, it's definitely something different than NASCAR Heat 4, but however, it's still racing. You know, it's still competitive. These guys, you know, the tempers still flare. The competitive juices still get flowing. If this is something that you like, I think they're heading to Road America next. I'm not sure if we'll broadcast Saturday, but you'll get the notification. It'll be at the same time, I'm assuming, 7:30, 7:45, 8. Tune in. We already know that you ain't got a social life, and even if you do, you can't go out. So might as well tune in. Let's watch these guys attack Road America, and I'll see you there.